Mackenzie Johnston with Cattle News Central, bringing you your November 16th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by Ag Advisors. PRF season is here, and their advisors are educated and ready to help you mitigate weather risk. Their state-of-the-art technology and superb customer service ensures that your policy is in good hands. The PRF deadline is quickly approaching on December 1st, so if you would like more information, be sure to reach out to an advisor today. Ag Advisors, with you no matter what the weather. Also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. They host remote weekly classes all throughout the Midwest so you can learn to preg check your own cows. To view their schedule, head on over to circle5cowschool.com. That is the number 5 in there, or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. And I'd like to welcome a new sponsor to the update, U.S. Cattlemen. They're going to be hosting their 2021 annual meeting on December 10th and 11th in Spearfish, South Dakota. Membership will be coming together to discuss this year's successes and look forward to the priorities they have heading into 2022. And of course, the highlight of the meeting will be Corbett Wall at the Cattle Market Power Hour on Friday evening. This is a meeting you do not want to miss. So to get some more information and to sign up for the meeting, go ahead and head on over to uscattlemen.org. In a recent interview with Brownfield Ag News, RCALF CEO Bill Bullard said that based on statements given by legislators who announced the Cattle Price Discovery and Transparency Act, it most likely won't meet RCALF's goals to increase competition. Bullard went on to say that his cattle organization has the requirement that every large packing plant must purchase at least half of their cattle on the competitive cash market, and this bill does not do that. Bullard is concerned that the proposed bill is taking a regional approach and imposing different requirements on cattle producers based on where they are located. He believes this approach will create a greater dependence on states with the most cash volume in order to set a level of price discovery for the entire nation. So last week, RCALF drafted 3 memoranda that were sent to the offices of Senator Chuck Grassley over in Iowa and Senator John Tester up in Montana, urging substantive modifications to the Cattle Price Discovery and Transparency Act. According to the cattle organization, the proposed legislation rejects the national approach to improve price discovery, which is required in Senate Bill 949, which is Chuck Grassley's 5014 bill. So RCALF's 3 memoranda are as follows. The first one expresses grave concern about the adoption of a regional approach with varying regional requirements with the goal of increasing the volume of fed cattle required to be purchased by the largest beef packers on the negotiated cash and grid markets. Their second memorandum offers 4 specific recommendations for modifying the compromise bill's regional approach to ensure it would not only materially increase the volume of fed cattle in the negotiated cash and grid markets, but also alleviate the ongoing restrictions on timely market access. And finally, their third memorandum offers 5 specific recommendations for improving the marketplace transparency provisions in the new legislation by capturing more of the current cattle procurement methods currently being used by the largest beef packers. According to Bullard, it's too early for cattle producers to support this compromise bill. We likely only have one shot and one shot only at this, so let's get it right, he said. RCALF has given the Senate offices the information needed to draft a meaningful bill and will continue to work with them to achieve that one. Ncba is urging Ag Secretary Tom Vilsack to immediately suspend all imports of fresh beef from Brazil to the United States. This is a shocking headline. In a letter sent to the USDA, Ncba requested for a suspension until the agency conducts a thorough risk assessment and review of processes that Brazil's Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock, and Food Supply use to detect disease and other threats to consumers. Additionally, Ncba urged USDA to review Brazil's veterinary diagnostic laboratory system. In a surprising statement made by Ethan Lane, Ncba's Vice President of Government Affairs, Lane said that it is time to keep Brazilian fresh beef out of this country until USDA can confirm that Brazil meets the same consumer and food safety standards that we apply to all of our trade partners. Lane went on to say that Ncba has always been concerned with Brazil's history of failing to report atypical BSE in a timely manner. He believes that their poor track record and lack of transparency raises serious doubts about Brazil's ability to produce cattle and beef at an equivalent level of safety that our domestic producers do. According to reports released by the Organization for Animal Health, also known as OIE, Brazil took more than 8 weeks to report 2 confirmed cases of atypical BSE. The OIE requires countries to report within 24 hours for any animal disease event that could be of international concern for public health emergencies. It is great to finally see Ncba step up to the plate and tackle this issue, and hopefully their Packer buddies don't get too upset. That is all I have for you guys this morning. I hope everyone's week is rolling right along. Have yourself a terrific Tuesday. I'll see you later.